Hi and welcome to the channel. Let's dive in together. On deck I have Every Little Thing You Do is Magic Tarot, as well as the Shamanic Oracle. Right now I'm picking up on a lot of synergy and synergism, as well as the path of least resistance. Any resistance, any blockages are suddenly dissipating and being removed. I actually did a flame scry 2 nights ago before a video, and I was shown a giant impasse, like a boulder, a big block in the way, and the flame was going around. It's like whatever that thing was that had you trapped and stuck, you now know how to flow around it. This Piscean energy knows no barriers. It knows no obstacles. It can go through, around, up, under, you name it. It will get through that impasse. We are full of solutions as Pisces. I am a master fishy. Also, I'm tapping into sacred flow, where you're in the stream, you're in the channel, and it's going to start flowing rapidly. You're going to see a lot of progress and forward movement from here on out. It's akin to an ice-laden river melting and all of the ice starting to flow, ice flows. Let's go with the tarot deck first. I'm feeling the bottom card. The bottom card we have is the Lovers. That's really beautiful. That would be synergy, synergistic. This feels extremely flamey. This feels very lovey-dovey. This feels like a nice blending of two people with complementary talents. Ones that may have seemed clashing, or even belief systems or modes of operating that were clashing for the longest time. Suddenly they come together and they combine beautifully in a synergistic manner. Instead of it being sparky and caustic, the energy just flows. There's a really nice exchange. The way I'm getting this is like synapses. Thoughts that wire together, fire together. Is that that's probably not the right saying, but you get my drift. These are firing together. You're firing on both cylinders. Sinisters? That's funny. That was a Freudian slip. Sinisters. You know, it's like if you are in a divine union, there was a lot of sinister, shady shit going on for a long time. As in sabotage. Not intentional, under the radar. And that's all being removed and unblocked right now. And instead of being adversarial, even though you love each other, it's complicated, this Pisces stuff, the dark and the light, and the good and the bad, how they interface, how they play against each other, where for the longest time it had to be adversarial and keep you both under wraps, locked down, ineffectual, almost kind of incompatible. But that's clearing up. Now, if it's not union specifically, the other way this is coming through is partnerships in the greater scheme of things. This is a compatibility where you have stepped fully into your design and your lane. And that has a stochastic effect of ping-ponging other people into theirs. I like how there appears to be multiple lanes. It's like all rivers run to the sea, or all tributaries figure out how to flow back to source. But all of them are on their own path, their own journey on parallel paths, but you'll all arrive back to source, or all arrive to the same destination. There is I'm getting just synergy and compatibility tonight. The sun is at 22 degrees of Pisces. Normally I read this as very caustic. It is a mixture of Pisces and Aquarius. The 22 nets a 4. 4 is Aquarius. That's like electricity. It's like sticking a hairdryer in water. It's not exactly the most good for you thing to occur. However, this is like how oil and water finally figure out how to be Italian dressing. I don't know if that's the best example, but that's what came through. I'm to pull an oracle card here and see. This feels like the middle, like the Oreo cookie filling. So I'm going to leave this card in the middle, and then I'm going to sandwich it with 2 oracle cards and see what comes through off of that. Oh, and we drop all the... Why did we drop? Okay. Personal message: calm your nerves. I'm not nervous, but there's an amplified, it's because it's 22 degrees. It's kind of shocking, and it's teaching, take the feelings back a notch. Take the feelings back a notch. Watch the precipitation of intensity or mood swings or propensity towards certain wirings that you might have a predisposition for. So we'll leave those on the floor. There is introspection looking up at me on the floor. I actually can't reach it even without making a big scene, but that's pretty funny. Introspection. It's like in any moment you can self-modulate and self-adjust. 22, where the sun is at, 22 Pisces, is feelings plus feelings, and that nets a 4, Aquarius. Aquarius would be your energy field. That would be the energy coursing through you. Is it depressed feeling? Is it agitated feeling? Is it hyped up? You can do a double check on your feelings there. It's Cancer and Cancer. You can nurture, you can double check, you can synergize within. So for example, if I was getting kind of fired up and running away with myself, that introspection, the synergy of that would be like, keep the energy high, keep the mood good, keep the words slinging fast and the concepts coming, but don't let yourself get overly amplified. Introspection. Helps too if you have a better grip on the cards. It's holding them too loosely. So inner strength, which I get as the word tensile. Fine-tuning. Moods aren't bad. Moods even aren't bad. Certain feelings that you might perceive as negative or not helpful aren't actually bad or unhelpful. It's how you modulate and synergize with them. So if you're someone who is prone to a certain mannerism, a certain behavior quality, you may have always seen it as your detriment or a nuisance or a problem or something that you wish would go away about you, but it's saying that there's inner strength there, and you can tap into it by introspecting and alchemizing and converting it into its superpower, its strength. It's no longer your kryptonite, it's your greatest strength. When you it's all about dose too, you know. The poison is in the dose. A little bit of anxiety for someone who is prone to anxiety can equate to excitement before going on stage, or excitement before going out into the world, as long as there's that modulation that comes in and keeps it in check. I hope you're tracking. I'm sure you're tracking. Let's get another card on the other side of the Lovers. This is actually really beautiful message that's coming through. It's like you ingested the poison and you had to bear the full brunt of it, and you had to experience it to the maximum expression, but that way you absorbed it and you assimilated it and you transmuted it and you alchemized it into something completely different. So Kryptonite is now your touchstone. It's your rock. It's your bedrock. Benevolence is the card that is on the other side of it. I offer the world the treasure I carry. It's like that becomes a gem. It becomes this gemstone that you carry, and it's a treasure that you transmit and can share with the world when you are in contact with them. It's like, I'm just going to use myself. I've gone through a lot of anxiety, and I realized through many years of suffering through it that a lot of it was never my own, and a lot of it was coming from a place I hadn't been able to perceive previously. But now if I were to go into a room where people were hyped up and tense and agitated and there was a lot of tension, I would be able to synergize that room through coherence. Oh, this is Pisces magic that we're talking about here. So we're talking about field coherence. When you enter a room, you can change the state of it because you know the poison, you also know the medicine, and you know the modulation and the synergistic tuning that goes into correcting that imbalance or that distortion in the field. Very cool. So benevolence actually is coming through more about the owl making its appearance as a lunar being, guardian of the night and guardian of the shadows, and able to see in the dark. I'm getting this beautiful bless up of your moon sign natally. The moon is our feelings, and it captures a lot of the tone. Well, it's not the tone because that's very Aquarian. It's your mood modulating unit, right? And you've recaptured the moon. There's a ring around the moon. Oh, the devil. Okay, I pulled the devil card last night, and it was a moon, and there was a ring around the moon with eyes. Bo Burnham, all eyes on me, all eyes on me. There's a ring around the moon. So the moon was hijacked and captured, and you've recaptured it into your own orbit, and now it can work as a flashlight, as a nightlight, to light up those shadows whenever they creep and come up on you. Whoosha. Hosh, hosh. Woosha, woosha. Let's get another tarot card. You have a Capricorn moon, which is a lot of stoicism and coming into a greater maturity. We've got Elder of Swords, the thinker, the thinker statue. I actually love that. I feel like at any given moment, you're allowed to pause and sit and take a breather, that you don't actually have to go into reaction mode. 22 is a highly reactive degree. It would play feelings against feelings, and then it would set your senses off like a fire alarm and take you down so quick if you didn't have the capacity to pause and assess. The Elder of Swords is the King of Swords. He is logical. He is perceptive. He's patient. He's quiet. He has the ability to listen to his internal voice, his internal alert system, and decipher why the messages are playing, why they're sounding off, why the alarms are going off, why the notification bells are ringing, and also what's provoking the very feelings or moods or responses in the first place. Like, if you need a full-blown timeout, go take it. Everybody else can hold their horses. Even in the year of the fire horse, everybody can hold their horses. Let's get... Okay, I'm going to put that as a bedrock, as a touchstone below the Lovers. The Lovers also has an indication of two hemispheres of the brain, where you can sit and pause, and instead of them ping-ponging off of each other, causing more chaos and more confusion, you can actually get them to communicate clearly, where the intuitive brain's like, I'm sensing this, and the logical brain's like, well, just because you're sensing that doesn't mean it means what you're making it out to mean. You know what I mean? You can have this inner dialogue. It doesn't even have to be long and drawn out. It can be really, really quick, but then you can get back to it with more clarity. I feel as if this Elder of Swords is the moon climbing through Capricorn. Two of Pentacles, two hemispheres. There's a C here indicating Cancer, indicating feelings and mood swings and emotional waves. This is the surge that comes through the collective, where there's a ripple effect, and it can precipitate and grow to a full-blown tsunami. Oh, this is big coherence for the collective, okay? We're being instructed, like the two of you that watch this, that when the collective gets incited to violence or fear or anger or any type of destructive, chaotic emotions collectively, because certain mouthpieces are blowing on the world stage, if you catch my drift, they are there for that very purpose, to cause calamity, to cause chaos. And some of us have the ability to bring the level down like 10 notches. Very cool here that we have the Lovers come up first, and then we have this synergistic lemniscate. Oh, okay. I had a vision a couple days ago. It was the Devil card, and the couple were in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith appearance. But suddenly the chains dissipated, and they had a lemniscate around their waist, and it was like a hula hoop. It was like this divine hula hoop where each of them was synergistically moving the energy in the couple. It was really beautiful. So I feel like that's what's coming through here. This card's deep. I'm going to show it again. There's a lot of personal meaning here. I'm hearing Tortuga Island. I'm getting Honua, the great mother, riding on the earth on a turtle's back. The indigenous, many cultures, mythos that the world rides on a turtle's back and it swims through the cosmos. This tapestry behind me, you can't, well, let's see if we can see it. It's the cosmic turtle. Same thing. Same thing. All right. Anything else? I feel like the message is incomplete, and this is like a lasso where I need to try to bring it together. Two of Pentacles. I'm going to look at the guide. Bear with me here. There's a slight pause in the flow. You know what that is? It is like backflow. So it's telling me it's okay. Overnight into the next day with this 22-degree Pisces sun, it's going to feel like the tide rushes out right before a tsunami. You're going to feel like a retraction, or like energy is being taken from you, or you're having something drain. It's going to feel kind of draining. That is right before the surge. There's going to be a surge that comes in and revitalizes and rejuvenates and restores you. Two of Pentacles. It might feel a little freaky. Just breathe. It says, bring your attention to how you frame things. A word that keeps coming up throughout Pisces season is procrastination. The card asks, are you saying you don't have time for things when you're not making time? If so, consider your priorities. Maybe those things you're too busy for aren't at the top of your list, and that's okay. You're doing a great job balancing things. Cut yourself some slack. You're juggling it all with grace. That's kind of like an attaboy right there, but I'm taken to the procrastination of not making time. You know, you have to quit doing that and choose a priority. A priority is singular. You can't have multiple priorities. Like if you want to be an artist, then you have to prioritize your art. If you want to be a famous actor, then you have to prioritize practicing, memorizing speeches and getting up on stage and going to improv or whatever. Let's get one more tarot card and see if anything else comes through. The Ten of Cups. Oh. This is the cutest Ten of Cups ever, is it not? Do you not see the exclamation point of the synergy? When these two get together, they're going to feel so good. It's like all of that animosity and all that tension and all of that feeling like we were clashing, or like we were aliens. It's a 22-degree day. That's very alien and very foreign. There's this blending that happens, and a rejoicing and feeling really excited and really good. I feel like this could wash through the collective, where we see that once we all come into our own design and stay in our own lane, then we all start to blend and work together synergistically in sacred flow and create really beautiful things and really happy times. And there's a sense of strong companionship coming through here as well. All the things that you bickered over or the differences, they all just melt away. And you see all along that we've all been helping each other to get to be ourselves. I'm going to leave it at that. I think that was a really beautiful and powerful message. I hope you received benefit as well, and I will see you on another video. Bye.